Hi everybody, today it's Tuesday, Tech Tuesday. So we're gonna be doing another tech vid, and this time I'm gonna show you guys how to install a power supply unit into your case. Always remember to ground yourself when you're working on your PC. So how you install your power supply depends on a couple things. Mostly it depends on your case. In this case, the power supply gets installed at the top. There are screws that go in your power supply, and there's a certain configuration for them, so that also determines how you put in the PSU. So lay it back on its side, down gently, and just gently slide it in. You might have to do some measurements to make sure everything fits. I know that this fits just right. And line it. You want to line it up with the screw holes. There's like 4 of them, and then screw it away. Do like a crisscross pattern. Leave it unplugged, just completely take out the power cord, and if you have an off switch, use that and set it up so you guys can actually see. And then go around in the crisscross pattern and just tighten it, not too much, don't over tighten. You don't want to strip anything. Okay, so now your PSU is installed. You want to hook everything up. So that includes the fans and the motherboard itself. This graphics card does not require a power hookup. Some do, this one does not. So here we have like a 22-pin connector, and that is what powers the motherboard. So that goes there. This is a fan, and it has 2 different connectors because some motherboards have fan connections right on them. They all have a connection for the CPU fan, but some have extra connections for more fans. I'm not sure if this one does, but if they don't, that's not a big deal. You usually see a different connector, this bigger one, and that can connect to your power supply unit. This one happens to have a ton of cords. So, the one that plugs into this is one that has kind of circular nodule things, and it fits in there just one way, and press it together like that. Okay, and now this fan, same thing. Okay, now I plugged in the motherboard and the fans. You gotta find the CPU plug-in. It's usually right above the CPU. Stupid. Oh snap. Do I not have the right connector for this? Oh! This is a 4-pin CPU plug-in, and this motherboard requires an 8-pin. Good news! The manual says I can use a 4-pin connector, no problem. I just have to plug it into the correct side, which it is in the right side, because that's what the manual says. That is important right there. Something that, another oversight of mine. Always check your manual because it could offer solutions to problems that you might encounter. I don't have a manual for this motherboard, just to be clear. I downloaded it off of manualslib.com. You can usually find any manual online for any motherboard. And if you don't know what motherboard you are, just like look around for stickers until you find one that like has letters and numbers, and just start plugging them into Google, and you should probably find something. I have given you the basics of how to install the battery. The battery, oh my god, the battery, did I just say that? Power supply unit. You'll also need to plug in your hard drive or any drives that you have. See, this is a SATA cable right here that plugs right into the board. You'll also have to plug in any drives you have. If you have a hard drive or a solid state drive, doesn't matter, you gotta plug it in. They require power. There's just, it looks like a little L, and that's what the adapter pin thing looks like. So plug it in like that, and this actually gets installed. It's pretty cool. It gets installed like this. I'm gonna go plug this in and see what happens. This is how you connect power cord. Oops. Just like that. If your PSU had a on or off switch, when you plugged it in, that's when you would hit the on switch and then you can power it up. Yeah, she fired right up when I pressed the power button, so the power supply unit is working just fine. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.